Buzzle brings to you one of the most epic battles of all. It is fight between Adamantium versus Vibranium. Read on to find out which metal will emerge winner in the war of fictional metals. Captain America versus Wolverine. In the 1990s, Cap was injected with a serum that turned him into a werewolf, and he somehow landed up fighting with Wolverine. Wolverine provoked, of course, and managed to beat him. The universe of Marvel is marvelous, pun intended. The unique concoction of part reality and part fantasy feels oh so real that it leaves everyone in a daze, where we all identify or root for either one or the other superhuman. The world of Marvel has its own universe and parallel universe, and is full of remarkable beings and remarkable materials. According to legend, the demigod of Greek mythology, Hercules came to possess a golden mace made of the metal adamantine. This metal was supposed to be indestructible, and it inspired the creation of the great metals of warfare, Vibranium and Adamantium. Here is a comparison between the two, which should give us a clear winner. Adamantium versus Vibranium. Origin. Black Star Adamantium is an artificially synthesized metal that was accidentally created by Dr. Myron McLean when he was trying to recreate the vibranium and iron alloy that he made earlier. Black Star Vibranium is a rare, naturally occurring meteoric ore believed to be of extraterrestrial origin. This metal is almost exclusively found in the African nation of Wakanda. What makes them unique? Black Star Adamantium is a very dense metal, and this property makes it almost indestructible. It has been known to survive multiple nuclear explosions. A blade of pure adamantium is capable of cutting through almost anything except Captain America's shield. Adamantium can effectively act as a psychic shield and protect its wearer from psychic attacks and psychic probing. Black Star Vibranium has the unique property of absorbing all vibrational energies, such as mechanical force and sound waves, from its surrounding. This vibrational energy is stored in the bonds of the molecules easily, making the metal more and more difficult to destroy. This metal can magnify mystical powers, and a vibranium charged with magic will be immensely powerful. Types. Black Star. Apart from pure adamantium, this metal may exist in other forms. Secondary adamantium. This metal is a cost-effective and easily malleable variant of pure adamantium. Though it is not as strong as pure adamantium, this metal too is largely indestructible and can have a large number of applications. Forget bullets, this metal has the capacity to fend off missiles. This metal is, however, not capable of withstanding forces of superhuman strength. Only the Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, and Hulk have been able to dent it. Adamantium Beta. When Wolverine's skeleton was injected with true adamantium, it created a side effect. His healing factor allowed him to survive the gruesome process and created a molecular change in the metal, giving rise to this variant. This metal showed properties similar to that of adamantium, but allowed normal biological functions of the bone. Carbonadium. It is a cheaper and more malleable variant of true adamantium. Although, yet again, this variant is not as durable as true adamantium, but it gets the work done. By that we mean it is almost indestructible. The only problem being this metal is highly unstable and radioactive. Black Star. There are two other variants of this metal known to us so far. Anti-metal, also known as Antarctic Vibranium. It is found only in certain isolated regions of Antarctica that is known to us as the Savage Land. What makes this metal unique is its ability to emit vibrations that may weaken the bonds of other metals in the surrounding. This may result in the melting of the solid metals around it, including vibranium. The mechanism behind this still remains unknown. It has been observed that vibranium can be converted into antimetal by particle bombardment. However, a method to convert antimetal into vibranium is still not known. Reverbium. This is an artificially synthesized variant of the metal created by Sayani Jaffrey. This metal functions by blowing everything away rather than absorbing vibrations. This metal has mostly been destroyed, as even a small quantity of this metal has the potential of mass destruction. How can these metals be destroyed? Black star adamantium seems to lose its indestructibility when it is superheated to extremely high temperatures. We can draw this conclusion from two instances. Once, when Silver Samurai cuts Wolverine's claws off with his superheated adamantium katana. The other instance is when William Stryker explains that adamantium is malleable when it is superheated but becomes indestructible once cooled. Black star. Although vibranium is capable of absorbing large quantities of vibrational energy, it has its limits beyond which it may explode. This metal is not resistant to superhuman strength. The shield of Captain America was broken by Hulk on one occasion. Thor managed to break Captain America's shield with his Mjolnir. Another instance was when the oil conglomerate, Roxxon, discovered that a small island in the South Atlantic was composed of vibranium. In order to extract the metal, Roxxon found it necessary to destroy the island, and so, blew it up with bombs. Unable to absorb the force of the explosions, the vibranium was destroyed, but managed to prevent any damage to the surrounding environment. What happens when adamantium fights vibranium? What happens when Wolverine with adamantium claws fight Captain America with a vibranium alloy shield? Well, adamantium can't cut adamantium, that is something we all know. But adamantium can't cut through Cap's shield also. Why is that, you may ask? That's because adamantium too is a vibranium alloy. So, who would you put your money on if these two superhumans were ever to fight? In a universe where anything is possible, let's assume one scenario in which the Cap loses his shield. It is possible, while fighting, Wolverine is now capable of ripping Cap's guts out. Ouch! Even if the Cap does survive, it'll be safe to say that it'll definitely be a while before he can take on the big guy. In another scenario, our patriotic one has managed to expose his shield to enough amount of particle bombardment to convert the vibranium in his shield to antimetal. The mere presence of Cap's shield near Wolverine is enough to melt the beta adamantium in his bones, converting him in a puddle of flesh and skin.